first off, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Let's get straight into it. March, another huge fight and another huge one in Madison Square Garden. How are we feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling good coming off that last knockout, going back into, I had a bit of time off, but now getting back into camp and getting ready for this fight. I'm feeling very good. Mentally, I'm feeling good, physically, and I'm ready to put on another show. In Madison Square Garden on a massive Irish card. It's going to be the biggest Irish card in New York history. So I'm looking forward to it.
You had a stack card the last time. You had an epic fight with Emma Brennan and Kevin Cronin, and that's a rematch that's featured on the card. You have a debut as well, Donagh Keary, and you have a few others that are thrown into the mix, and some great matchmaking by 360 Promotions. But I say it's nice to have that big Irish backing behind you again to lead up to the main event, which obviously yourself and Sutherland.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about the card, really. It's all about putting on the Irish fights, and that's why we're getting the Irish support. Because it's not just me. It's everybody on the card. Like you said, that rematch. Fair play to the boys for doing that. Because that was not an easy fight. And fair play to them for having that rematch. In New York, in Madison Square Garden, and yeah, like you said, there's pro debuts. We have everything on this card. So it's going to be a good night. It's going to be a very good night for everybody that shows up, everybody that travels over. It's going to be a good one.
Let's go back to September 20th and the week of September 20th. A very, very special week, probably so far in your life, and a big homecoming. And I remember sitting ringside and your family just gathered around, and the atmosphere they made themselves, the shouting, the singing, the noise, just themselves was absolutely mental. But what did that week mean to you, Callum? Just looking back on it and just reflecting on it, what did that mean to you as a whole to be there, to have that homecoming in the 3ARENA?
Yeah, that's what it's all about, really. I've been over here, I've been fighting for I've been here 4 years now, in LA, and to finally get back and put on a show for the Irish people back there, that have been supporting me from afar, people that have been supporting me from back home that haven't got the chance to see me live yet, going back and putting on a show for everyone back there, and the way it went was perfect. It was more than I could have imagined. The way the crowd was singing, the way everybody was there, and the atmosphere and the fights and Dana being there, everything. It went perfectly. It went better than I ever could have imagined. So yeah, that was a moment that I will remember for the rest of my life.
Did that week over exceed your expectations in a good way, if you get me?
Yeah. 10 times more, 100 times more than what I expected. Like the atmosphere, the fights, everything. It was way better than I ever could have imagined.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that you were sick that week or that day, and I say like, did the and you said like the sickness kind of left you in a way, and you were saying that like once you kind of started getting prepped for the night, the kind of the sickness left you. I say it was that like the nerves, or do you think that was the adrenaline that kind of drove it away and then got you straight into fight mode?
Yeah, I'd say it was the adrenaline, because I felt fine before, and it was just that morning, after weighing, I went up and I started to feel sick, and I was bad enough the day of the fight, and I was day of the beginning of my career, I'm going in here against a fella that's never stopped, and yeah, when I saw I was getting ready to go and I had no other choice, but to just man up and just get the job done, that's when the adrenaline kicked in and the sickness kind of wore off. And then obviously once I warmed up at the arena and stuff like that, I felt a lot better, and I was able to get the job done. But yeah, for a while, yeah, I was a bit worried, but yeah, it turned out all right. Yeah, thank God.
Dean Sutherland, he's fought for the British Boxing Board Celtic Super Welterweight title. He's fought for the Commonwealth Boxing Council belt. He's fought for a few other belts as well. Have you looked much into opponents at all that's coming against you in March?
Not really. I've seen a couple of his fights. I actually met him at Wildcard before. I've seen him out there sparring. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to a good fight. I'm looking forward to stepping up again and taking on a tougher opponent and seeing where I'm at. And seeing how I get on with this is supposed to be the toughest fight of my career. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it because I'm headlining Madison Square Garden. You know, you're not going to get an easy fight. You know, it's going to be a tough fight when you're headlining, especially a card like this. You know, a stacked card. I have to take a tough fight to be the main event. You know, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Dean brings to the table. You know, seeing what he has to offer and seeing how it goes.
What's I guess like every opponent you have a different game plan. Um, like can you say anything at all about any sort of training you've been doing for preparing for this fight?
Yeah, no, it's I train the same for every fight. You know, I train as hard as I can. You know, I do a lot of sparring this time. Like I'm getting a lot of southpaw sparring. You know, for Dean, and I wouldn't say I do anything differently. I just it gets better every camp. You know, I get better at the things that I'm doing. I try to improve on a lot of my game plan, and yeah, it's going well so far. So we'll see March 16th.
There's talk of well, last time at the post-fight press conference in the back of the 3ARENA, I remember Cork was on a lot of people's tongues. And do you think that that could be made in 2025? Obviously, you know, a big anniversary between Collins and Eubank there recently, in Mill Street. But do you think we could see Callum Walsh fighting in Mill Street or anywhere else?
You know, I would love to. You know, I would love to get back to Cork and fight. But to be honest, I don't know the plan. You know, I don't know what they have planned for me. I just need to get this one over and done with here now at the moment. I need to get over March, and we'll see. You know, I have no idea. I haven't talked to anybody about the next fight. I've been just focused on this one. So we'll see. But I would love to get back to Cork. Yeah, if it's not this year though, I think it will definitely have to be next year. But hopefully we can get it done this year. You know, like you say with the anniversary and all that, it would make sense.
Mhm. Would you, if let's say if it was a Cork fight, would you like to revisit that one that was previously you know, obviously there was rumored that you're going to fight Craig O'Brien, and then you know between the jigs and the reels and something else happened. Would that be a fight that you'd still like to do?
I'm not sure. You know, it's I don't know if it makes sense for me. You know, I know Craig is. I talked to him last time, and he's a nice fella and all, but it's just his. I don't think his ranking makes sense. You know, at the moment for the belt that I have. You know, I don't know if he qualifies to fight for my belt or. I think that's how it worked out the last time. I think that's why we didn't end up fighting the last time because it just didn't make sense for my belt and my ranking. You know, I need to
Yeah.
fight someone a bit higher ranking, but we'll see. You know, I don't know. We'll see whatever they offer me. You know, I'll take the fight and we'll see.
Hmm. Callum, would a world title shot be something that you could look towards to the end of the year or 2026?
Yeah, hopefully. You know, if not this year, definitely to start of 2026. You know, I'm ranked number 6 in the world now by WBC. You know, so I'm getting up there. You know, I'm not too far away. So I'll keep winning these fights, keep fighting these tough opponents, and they'll have no other choice but to give me the shot. You know, so if I keep knocking people out the way I am, I'm going to keep jumping up in the rankings, and it'll be sooner rather than later, you know, the world title shot.
Um, every time you step into the ring, Callum, it's quick, and it's explosive, and it's fast. Um, like Madison Square Garden, it's an iconic place to fight, but I say it's an absolute privilege as well to fight in such an iconic arena.
Yeah, definitely. You know, being able to fight there is unbelievable, especially three times, you know, in my career so
Yeah,
far. Like this will be my third time fighting there. You know, it's and not even just fighting there, headlining it. You know, it's crazy to be able to do this at such a young age. You know, I just turned 24 on Sunday. You know, so
happy birthday, Callum.
Thank you. Yeah, but being able to do this at such a young age, you know, it's crazy to me, you know, and it doesn't even feel real, you know, and everything that Madison Square Garden they do for me, you know, the show they put on, the promotion, the effort they put in, you know, is unbelievable. They bring me to the basketball games, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, it's crazy, and yeah, that's why I love to fight there. You know, it's such a good arena to fight, and it's an arena that every fighter wants to fight in Madison Square Garden. You know, no matter who you are or where you're from, that's where you want to fight. You know, and I'm very grateful to be able to do it for the third time.
Um, we know a certain Irishman, Michael Conlon, has we were debating at the team. We're like, has Michael Conlon stay at the St. Patrick's Day weekend fights? And we seen him obviously when he was there to walk down the stairs with his paddy cap and everything else. Could we see Callum Walsh maybe do that with a Celtic Symphony song playing behind him?
Yeah, that could happen. You know, especially after the last one. You know, with that song in Dublin. You know, it worked out well. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how. Madison Square Garden feel about it, but we'll see. I'll see if I can pull it off.
Callum, last question. 3 singular words that we can expect from Callum Walsh against Dean Sutherland the week of St. Patrick's weekend. Him and you obviously fighting.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be knockout, and it's going to be pints.
Well, actually, let's just divert to points. There was plenty of points flowing that I caught. I said I was showered with a pint of beer, and then I seen you in my eye line catch a pint like Michael Van Gerwen throwing a 9 dirt in the Premiership, like absolutely unreal. Hopefully that happens again. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Madison Square Garden might not be happy, but I think that's going to be the new ritual now. You know, at the fights, it's going to be beers flying, celebrations. You know, and I wouldn't want to be a cleaner there the next day after I fight, but it'll be all right. Yeah, bring the umbrella if you're going sitting ringside. That's what I say.
I think the 3ARENA cleans were the same mood, Callum.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Callum, on that note, really appreciate it, man. Being here for IrishBoxing.com. Callum Walsh, thank you again.